Welcome, everybody. This is the 13th WIL Annual Conference. We are in very interesting times. The interesting times is because the hall that I see in front of me has got a nice spread of few very, very important friends, colleagues, associates, supporters, and leaders. That's what the WIL Forum is about. It's about those who come and those who sit down and who make a roadmap. It's called thought leadership. That's what thought leadership is all about. When you get together and you sit down and you make your story. In 2007, when I started the WIL Forum, I want to say this again because at every landmark conference, even after 13 years, I still remember all the CEOs said to me, "What are you doing? There is no interest in women in leadership. Nobody's interested." And I said, yes, it's my job to make an appetite for something that is the right thing to do. If it is the right thing to speak the truth, then we must make the appetite for it. We don't always go by demand and supply. That's the job of an accountant. As an economist, my job is to create demand for something that I think I need to supply. So 13 years down the line, I think that we have accomplished many milestones. We have about 6,000 women and men participating. We have about 250 companies. We have hit the landmark of 1,000 mentees. This is a huge landmark for us. I want to know where in the world has anybody actually accomplished 1,000 mentees landmark. We have also certified 300 women for corporate boards. We have validated best employers for women companies, at least 50 of them. We have done at least 1,000 women web mentoring online. We have written 15 research reports, including the WIL Research Report on 50 best practices for women in the workplace. And then we have written the landmark book, which is called Leadership by Proxy. That's how we look at data. That's how we look at landmarks. That's how we look at milestones. So if we have done that, then my question to myself and to all of you is, what's the next phase? What's the next phase for women in leadership? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here depends upon where we are right now. So what I have to say about where we are right now is that it seems as if everything has changed. But to me, nothing has changed at all. We still don't have enough women on boards. We still in pathetic numbers when it comes to women CEOs. We still have women dropping off the pipeline. We still have downshifting of careers. We still do not see enough women in decision making. We still don't see women in strategy. I want to know what has changed. Nothing has changed at all. Only the decibels of the noise have gone up multiple times. So when you think about it like I think about it, then I say to myself that actually something has changed in the last 1 year since we had the pandemic. And here's what has changed, and that's what this conference is about. The first thing that has changed is that digital technology is upon us, all right? And I think that that's a singularly important element. The digital technology is something that will give us what I call digital women. And it has nothing to do with women in tech. The women in tech is a different story. Digital women are women who use tech. And that's what we want. We want 500 million women of this country who are using the digital technology. That will close the digital divide. That will make sure that we have equal opportunity when it comes to women, because they are also empowered with the technology. And that is why Agile is a very important part of our conference today. It's Agile leadership. The second thing that I noticed that seems to have changed is what I call male green shoots. I actually see green shoots of men that seem to be raising their hand and saying, I want to be part of this. That's a very, very interesting development for me, because for 10 years, all we get is pushback or, benevolent behavior or let me patronize you. But now I'm seeing green shoots of men who want to be equal partners. And that is why the second part of this conference will be on balanced leadership. Maybe it is chapter 5 of my book on leadership by proxy, which is called In Pursuit of Balanced Leadership. And it may be that we do indeed see balanced leadership in year 2021. The third thing that I do see that has changed is that there is a certain longing for people to do something for humanity, which I did not see before. There was always a sort of a very self-centered view. And I think the whole pandemic has given us a great opportunity to get past ourselves and to go into the realm of humanity as a community. And that is why compassion is a very important part of the conference today. Now, compassion has nothing to do with empathy. Compassion has nothing to do with CSR. Compassion has nothing to do with love of employees. Compassion has to do with getting past yourself. It has to do with transcending yourself and then going for something that Richard Reiki has taught me to say over and over again. It's called higher purpose. So compassion will take us to the humanity that will give us a higher purpose in life. So these will be the 3 key words in year 2021: agile leadership, balanced leadership, and compassionate leadership. At the conference today is one of our pioneering efforts to put something on the table that will allow everybody in corporate India and globally too, because the Will Forum is very much there globally. We have a lot of speakers coming in from the US, from Europe, tomorrow online. And I think that if we can all work together, we will lay some milestones.